Hello everyone, I'm the Illinois Airsofter, and welcome to the 2017 Loadout video. So before the video starts, I just want to let you guys know that I will have timestamps down in the description for those of you who want to skip to certain parts and see exactly what I'm wearing, and don't want to watch the rest of the video. That's fine, so I will have timestamps down in the description. I know how much you guys love to hear me talk, so let's get right into the gear. Starting off with my footwear, I have a pair of Merrell hiking boots. These are really some pretty good boots. I haven't had any problems with them. They are waterproof and they're very comfortable. So, of course, those are two things that I look for in shoes and boots that I'm going to wear. But other than that, they're just some generic, good hiking boots. Moving on to my belt system, I have a Matrix pistol belt in OD green. I haven't had very many problems with this belt. It's good for the price. It's around $10, I think. Occasionally the buckle will snap off, but it's just something that you can put right back together. It's really not a super big deal. The holster I use is a Matrix drop leg holster. This is a pretty good holster for the price. I think it's, again, a pretty cheap one. But I've never had any super big problems with it. It's never, fallen off in the middle of a game or anything. And it feels good on my leg. It conforms pretty well once you wear it for a while. And it's just a pretty good holster. And it is fit for a 1911, which is the pistol that I use. The knife that I use is just a generic rubber training knife. I honestly forget what brand it is, but it's fairly cheap. The rubber on it is not super high quality or anything. So I might get a new one fairly soon because it seems like it might fall apart fairly easily. But for the length of time that I've used it, it's held up pretty well. So the dump pouch that I use is a Valken dump pouch in OD green. I'm probably going to be getting a new one of these fairly soon because the flap on this is just way too big and gets in the way very easily. And there's really no reason to have it that big. So I'm either going to cut it off sometime or just get a new dump pouch. Moving on to my combat uniform, I wear an LBX Assaultos shirt and pants in Project Honor camo. I believe at American Milsim Games and possibly a few other organizers that this camouflage is not allowed because it's hard to distinguish between green and tan, which I can see why, but at the games that I play at, it's fine. So as far as comfort goes, it's very comfortable. I've never had any limited mobility with them. I've still had full range of motion, and they're just very comfortable to wear. I've had them in freezing rain. I've had them in 98-degree summer heat, and they've been really comfortable no matter where I've worn them. So for my gloves, I have a pair of Mechanics Impact gloves in Coyote Brown, I believe. I don't know, some variant of tan. They are very good gloves. As you can see, the color is a little distorted on them because I have gone in and grabbed many smoke grenades, and the color has kind of started to get a little warped. But they are very good. They grip very well. They have touchscreen capability as well, I believe. Either that or I just have warm hands. And yeah, I don't know, they're just good gloves. Alright, now for my plate carrier. So the plate carrier I use is an LBX 0300S in Coyote Brown. This is a fantastic plate carrier. If you have the means, definitely pick one up. It fits really well. It's just awesome to wear. It looks cool. It's very comfortable. It's super customizable. It's got MOLLE all over the place. And it's just really an awesome vest. So again, if you have the means, definitely pick one up. It is a little pricey, but it's just such a good vest. Oh my gosh. For the pouches I have mounted on the front of the vest, they are Phantom Gear M4 pouches in Coyote Brown. These are really some very good pouches. They hold very well by themselves. They do come with elastic straps, but I've honestly never had to use them because they fit M4 mags so snug, and it's just really, they're good pouches. So for the mags I use, they are Evike Banff mags. These really are some fantastic magazines. They hold 190 rounds, and I believe they have some sort of special spring in them, or at least that's what Evike claims. But it definitely shows. They're very good. They feed incredibly well. I've never had anything that, did not feed until the magazine was completely empty. So definitely pick these up if you're in the market for some new magazines. The kill rag I have on my chest is just a standard Elite Force kill rag. It has its own pocket and everything, so you can just tuck it right back in when you're done, and whenever you get hit, just pull it right out and Velcro it onto your helmet or wherever. Alrighty, now for my headgear. So the mesh mask that I have is, I believe, made by Vulcan, and it's in a tan or coyote brown color. It fits my face pretty well. I have the jawline modified to fit mine exactly, so there was an extra piece that kind of came down and it prohibited my head from moving sometimes, so I just cut that right off and now it fits my jawline exactly. It's very comfortable and yeah, it works good. I've had it for about 4 years and never had any real problems with it. So if I'm not wearing my mesh mask, I will usually have my face wrap on, which is made by SA Company. You may have seen some of their advertisements on YouTube or Instagram or places like that. But they make some pretty good stuff, definitely some cool designs. And I just use this if I'm ever wanting to, you know, not wear my mesh mask, or if the weather's pretty cold out. It is very wind resistant, so it keeps my face warm. So for my goggles, I have a pair of Vulcan Sierra goggles. These are really pretty good. They are dual panes, so they're really resistant to fogging. Although occasionally they do fog if I'm running around a lot or if it's, you know, really hot someday. They do tend to collect sweat very easily around the rim of the goggles, so occasionally you have to wipe that off. But they're pretty good goggles. So my helmet is a good old Emerson bump helmet in Navy SEAL coloring. Some people may actually think that I painted that. I actually did not. That came pre-painted from Evike, or from the Emerson manufacturing company. I think it looks pretty cool. I may paint it myself sometime in the future, but for now I'm going to leave it as it is. It is a very comfortable helmet. I have some of the padding inside of it switched out with some old Mitch helmet stuff, because, you know, that good old Mitch helmet padding is just fantastic. So I have some of that switched out, but it fits my head very well, and it's really a comfortable helmet. You may also notice on the back of my helmet is a battery pouch. This is made by Tactical Tailor, which I believe is a Milsim West company as well. I think. Somebody correct me on that in the comments. But it's a battery pouch that I use for my GoPro if I'm ever at any milsims. It's really good. It holds onto my helmet pretty well, but I may need to get some bungee cords pretty soon for it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So moving on to my cameras, I have a GoPro Hero Plus on my head. This is a good old camera that a lot of people start with. It really is pretty good. The only thing that I don't like about it is that the charging port is on the back of it, so it's really difficult to find a plug that will actually, you know, fit between the helmet and the GoPro. But with the Hero 4, I believe it is on the side, so it's a lot easier. On my gun, I have a dual Runcam 2 mount from Brain Exploder. You guys have seen me do a review on this thing before, but I'll talk a little bit more about it. It is a very good mount. The zoom camera is really good quality, and the selfie camera is really good as well. Underneath of the actual mount itself, I have two cylinder-shaped power banks, which I use because the batteries on the Runcam 2s are really not the best. So I use those quite a bit, and that's lasted me, you know, at least an entire day's worth of footage collecting. Alrighty, now for the guns. So my primary rifle is a G&G CM16 SRL. Internally I have it flat hopped and a 407mm tight bore inner barrel, 6.03 diameter. And with these internal upgrades I can easily hit targets at 50 yards, pretty much dead on. It's a very accurate rifle. So for the externals, I have an Angel Customs Hive mock suppressor. This protects the inner barrel very well and looks awesome on the end of the gun. Also for the foregrip, I have a PTS Fortis Shift. This is made out of CNC'd aluminum, I believe. And it looks pretty cool, it works very well, it feels nice in your hand. And yeah, it's looks pretty cool. So for my red dot, I have a replica EOTech that I paid about $25 for, and for the price, this is really a good piece of equipment. It has several different brightness settings, as well as two different color options, being red and green. And it also features an automatic shut-off after about half an hour, so in case I leave it on in the staging area, it will shut itself off. So for my sidearm, I have a standard Elite Force 1911 A1 TAC. Not much to say about this. It's a good pistol. A lot of people have it. I don't have anything upgraded internally with it because it shoots pretty fine on its own. Alrighty, everyone. So something that I was unable to record with my helmet setup because I hadn't gotten it yet was my new headset. So this is something that I got for Christmas this year, actually. And it is an Earmore M32H headset. So this came with the clips, or whatever, the attachments for the fast helmet. It didn't come with like a band that goes over your head, it just came right with the fast helmet attachments. I have not been able to test out the audio quality of this yet, but as far as comfort goes, it's awesome. The padding on the inside is really soft. It's not like a foam or anything, it's more like a rubber almost. I can't tell exactly what it is, but it's really comfortable. I like it a lot. The microphone seems to be a very good quality, but like I said, I haven't really actually tested anything audio-wise yet. But it looks like it'll be a good investment. So I will also be using this mainly for more milsim type games like Conflicts 4 and other ones that I might go to in 2018. So this won't be used as much for some pickup games and some skirmishes like a Peak and Paintball Park, but this will definitely see some use. Alrighty guys, so that's it for the 2017 loadout video. Really, this gear isn't going to change very much because I'm not made of money and can buy multiple kits. And I have this kind of perfected for really any environment, whether it be milsim or some skirmishes. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you stayed till the end. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. Subscribe, like, comment. Yeah! Again, thank you guys for watching. Happy New Year, and I'll see you in the next one.